long this should take.
Yeah, we are live.
I was
Hello,
like,
non-existent chat.
oh yeah, we live, boy.
I'm pulling up
Fabulous, fabulous.
the stream on my phone so I can see chat.
I've got it pulled up on my iPad
Hell yeah.
while I view, like, our end on my phone.
Okay, I'm excited. Oh,
It's a very good game. I think you'll like it.
I also think I'll like it from what I've heard.
Plus, it is very much like Time Loop-esque, so, you know, we're the correct demographic for this game.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's us. We are the target audience.
I had to turn off the Discord overlay because I didn't do that before I started stream. Enter!
Really? I wasn't seeing it, so...
I saw
the
it.
Discord overlay only shows up for you, that's right. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fate. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. You are the demon doll. You control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your business. How will you interact with the human doll?
Wicked. Sure.
You kill the human doll in cold blood. How ruthless. You found your very first bad ending, but don't worry, the story need not end here.
Was that a bad ending? That felt like I won. I won. I won the fight.
Shut up, this is the tutorial. Let's reset the stage and try again. This time, try controlling the other doll. You bastard. Go ahead and try playing as the human doll this time. Go ahead and try playing as the human doll this time. Go ahead, go ahead. Play as the human doll.
It's gonna let me one of these times.
I'm never gonna tell you anything different. You've got to play as the human doll.
Please,
this is the tutorial. You cannot already be doing this. Let's play from another perspective. You control the human. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business.
That's not true.
How will you interact with the demon doll? You both attack each other at once and achieve the worst possible outcome.
Hell yeah!
What an excellent bad ending made possible by your decisions. You'll do well in this theater. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set up the doll's behavior in advance. You've unlocked traits, basically.
Oh.
As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you chose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now, try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. So you can change the traits that they'll behave in, and then you can pick to play as one of them again. And it just means that the other one will have the behavior you set or didn't set.
I see.
Yes, you can be the demon doll this time.
Hell yeah!
The demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll?
Attack it!
We've done this before, we already found that ending. See what happens if you play nice, it won't attack this time. You and the human doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends.
Boring.
End of tutorial. Don't worry, it gets a lot more interesting from here. No, you're done. You've seen pretty much all. You can go on to the real game now. Do you understand how to play?
Explain from the beginning.
I'll kill you.
No, you won't.
This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show.
Ooh.
Okay, and
Oh.
here are our 4 characters.
Oh,
Ba-dum.
hello,
There you go.
Sotera.
Oh, hi, welcome to stream.
Welcome. We are playing Bad and Theater.
This is loud. I gotta turn it down.
Great soundtrack in my opinion.
I actually
though.
probably need to
Yes,
turn
very
down
loud.
my music as well. It's loud. It is loud.
I like how
So
Sam
loud.
ignored that I said it was loud and not annoying.
Huh? I didn't hear you say annoying, I only heard the loud.
I also
You're
only heard
like,
the
I
loud.
think I personally think this is a great soundtrack. I just said it was loud.
I wasn't. It wasn't me saying that you did say it was bad. I was just adding on that I think it's a great soundtrack.
Hold on. I made fun of
I
you
just love
earlier. I gotta
it
find
so
it.
much. No, we don't need to do this right now, Sotera.
What are we doing right now, Sotera?
Well, I made fun of
Bringing
you
back
earlier.
me being made fun of.
Hmm. This is why it takes me so long to play games.
It is. Hey, in the meantime, do you want to pick who you're
No.
gonna play as for your very first bad ending?
I feel like I should start with the hero.
You can
pink
start with
but
any of
I
them.
do
It
like the-
genuinely doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm starting with the Overlord.
Yes.
You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army.
Damn.
There's even a role called Hero, whose whole purpose in life is just to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hope they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. You think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kinda bothers you. What to do with this underling?
I may be the Overlord, however, I'm not a bad boss, okay?
This reminds me of this one
You tell them to
webtoon
go
I
take a
read.
break from the... I think I know exactly what webtoon you're talking about. You tell them to go take a break from the stifling castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the Overlord sure is great. You awake to a huge commotion outside.
I like the music in this part.
The music in this part is good. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy?
Ooh.
You rush out onto the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding capture.
What?
You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces.
No!
You fall. You have failed your subjects.
What pieces are missing?
You spit curses weakly. You wish you had been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the Overlord in the first place.
Oh.
The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you are swallowed by darkness. That was your first bad end. You got the conquered overlord end.
Exit. That's the whole game, guys.
That's it.
Thanks
that
for
was
watching.
the game. Congrats on your first ending. Okay, so now what you can do is you can press that skip button down the corner
Skip
and it'll
button.
skip everything you've seen before until you get to decisions you can make.
Get back to work.
You give them a lecture about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. And the ending will end pretty much the same. You can do auto or skip from here. Until, not auto, I meant skip.
Nope, auto.
Auto just has it play by itself,
Okay, fine.
kind of slowly.
Aww.
There are multiple ways to get to the same ending. Yeah. But now you have,
Okay, we'll go with
now
the
you'll
maiden.
be acting as the tyrant. Oh no, you turned it off, so you won't. So Overlord will not do the tyrant decisions this time. Go ahead, be the maiden. You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. You are told that you are fated to be captured by the overlord one day because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon overlords apparently love capturing those.
That's
She's
objectifying.
so cute!
Yes, the maiden is adorable. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You are in church. You pray to your god, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really curious as to what the point of this is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already.
Oh my god.
You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon, just to, see what happens. Not too long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village.
Oh.
The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Consumed maiden end.
Well, that's the game.
Purple. Polite. That's so funny.
Also, when you're playing as a character, you don't need to change the traits under them. They won't act automatically under the traits. You still get to make the decisions. It's only the characters you aren't acting as that making the traits matter for.
I see.
You yell, but a hero does not come. And yeah, you're gonna get eaten.
Try it with the tyrant.
That's what I was about to do.
Do it!
You'll quickly see that things, don't change. Yeah, turns out that guy's a little scamp and doesn't obey anyone.
Oh.
I love the underling. He's a scamp. I love him so much. Ignore the fact that he just ate you, like 3 times.
Okay.
For a second, I
Wanna
thought
try
you were
being
gonna play
someone else
Maiden
now?
again.
I need to be eaten one more time, just to be sure. No! You're a stupid maiden who keeps going to be eaten by the same stupid underling.
Underling.
There's a lot
How
of
many
endings.
We won't worry. So far you got 2. There are 41 total. Don't
You're
worry about those until we
kidding.
get Don't worry until we get further through the game.
I'm
Don't worry
worried!
about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
It doesn't seem like there's that many
41?
combinations.
Everything
Oh
will be
my
fine. You are a
God.
demon underling in service of the Overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you.
Sam, I don't
That's like you,
believe you.
Sam.
I know what games you like to play.
No, I'm saying.
I'm very
I'm
worried.
saying I'm here to help you. I'm saying I'm here to help you. I'm guiding you through it. It's gonna be fine, man. Ugh. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the Overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the Overlord for a day off. She is surprisingly cool with it? Nice. You set out on your adventure outside the castle.
Oh, he's so happy.
The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. As you make your way along the path to the nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She seems very frightened and screams for a hero to come save her. You consider your options.
Hungry.
Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon name and strike back against the humans. You start devouring the maiden
He's
without
so
so much as
evil.
a second thought, and feel quite proud of that. Other humans would surely other humans would surely praise you with curses if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. With blood on your hands and mouth. You attack the nearest human. He is old and weak, and his
Oh,
bones
no.
crunch delightfully. It's okay, that old guy deserves it. You'll see later. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running toward you.
Oh.
He takes you out in one swift blow. You're just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Performer underling end.
That was so evil.
I liked that one.
So now you can choose whether the underling is hungry or not.
Mm.
And now she's polite, so she's not gonna scream. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options.
Eat her.
You can eat her, I'm not stopping
Eat
you.
her.
Maidens aren't the best meal, blah blah blah. You figure if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts you could commit. Also, they might fight back. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling after all. This little day out has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle, thinking you'll take a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk!
Avenge.
Who does this guy think he is, coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac? What did we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the guard who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. You liked that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron.
Yeah.
The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you, but there is no pain, only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero is overtaken. Your army has won.
We win.
You have earned your rest.
Yippee!
Victorious underling end. Ignore the part where you died.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. You're still gonna eat her.
No, wait, yeah, August is doing this because there was another choice at the end
Yeah.
that could be made, so.
That's really funny. though.
We can
Immediately
stop
you're just
eating
gonna
her
eat
later once we've explored all these paths, okay?
Oh my god.
We'll stop eating maidens later, but right now we have things to do. You look around at the lifeless forms of those who you've known for as far back as you can remember. You feel glad to not be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle, until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons. Where you'll live peacefully, alone, in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Deserter Underling End.
And that's all the endings that there were for the underling.
What about the tyrant?
No, did you forget that you could choose to not eat her? Hear her out. You're in a good mood today and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this kind of thing is exciting. You hadn't guessed it would even be possible to understand each other before now. This maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. The bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time to take a nap. You're awoken by the sounds of battle. Uh-oh, Hero's still being fucking crazy.
And I'm assuming these are the same endings.
I think
before?
so, yeah. Fuck you!
Eat him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, things with the underling now aren't gonna change until the hero stops killing people.
What the fuck, dude? And did we do it with the tyrant?
You don't have to make her a tyrant. It doesn't really matter.
Oh,
The
okay.
underling will end up going out on his day out anyways, because he doesn't listen.
Me when I don't listen?
You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures, fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby Demon Overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople, though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. You gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyway. The world is much safer with them gone. That is what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. You find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord, just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening? You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate.
Oh, I don't know why, but I thought that said destroy the world, and I'm like, that's a very drastic jump.
You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The overlord has been slain.
I win!
You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it. After slight hesitation, she must be surprised at how strong you are. Yeah, that's it, dude, not your completely insane look and everything. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak.
You killed her girlfriend!
Exactly.
The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the overlord and saving a hostage. They threw a huge celebration in your name. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Triumphant hero end. Hey, do you want to see what happens with the maiden when she doesn't get eaten immediately now?
No.
You do. Don't change anyone's traits, just play as the maiden. No, you do.
Skip.
Okay. Do whatever you want, it don't matter. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. You tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by a demon already. The demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. After a long walk to the castle, you are introduced to the overlord. You explain why you've come, and she squints at you. It turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens or do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that demons would one day seek you out and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. You don't want to believe that you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough? You ask the overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. I forget that she does actually have some lines. I forgot. She makes it sound so simple. This overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out after them. You realize that must be why you'd never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the overlord on behalf of your village. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I've said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach.
I'm upset.
You're about to be more upset.
I'm
But
aware.
then a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon, too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. The hero suddenly dashes toward the overlord, sword drawn. What do? You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield.
Oh my god.
It's funny, you think. You never could have imagined that this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You are glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out all right for your new friend. Sacrificial maiden ending. Do you want to play as the Overlord now? I think you do.
I want to see what the maiden thinks.
Oh yeah, you can choose to not sacrifice yourself. Yeah.
Oh, I can't just skip again.
Just make the same decisions, don't worry. The hero's blade pierces the Overlord, and she lets out a horrible scream. You flinch.
Oh, no.
The Overlord is slain. The hero smiles and holds out his hand to you, saying that it's time to go home. Notice how it looks like a horror movie from her perspective? His glove is drenched in blood. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle, past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it?
That's
You exit
terrible.
the castle, and the hero leads you back to the village.
That's not true, though. Because it happened
He came
even
here
when...
to rescue her.
Yeah, but that also happened even when the Overlord did not have her hostage.
Technically, she was never held hostage. Even if she gets eaten and then therefore never found, he kills everyone. But yeah, it's okay. This game is a lot of logical fallacies, like from the characters' perspectives. Don't worry. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Complacent maiden end.
Why are you laughing?
I just love this game. Anyways,
You're
you can
just
skip because you've
evil.
seen all of this before. Go ahead to when you make a decision.
Is
Don't
this the
worry, they'll
same?
go out anyways and bring... yeah, it'll be a little different in a second, because he'll come back with the maiden and then you talk about it.
Okay.
The underling from earlier brought back some company. You thought you told that underling to do their job, not to drag strangers into your room. Looks like they took an unauthorized breakaway from the castle. You scold them, but ultimately you're a little interested in this guest, so you let them off easy. Being that underling's not so bad. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says that her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her that you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? You don't really understand that question. Do you think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk? Just go home and stop worrying about it, you tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say.
Kill
I
yourself!
love you.
Kill yourself? Whoa. Dude. Dude, what? You can't bring yourself to send this maiden away. She just got here.
She's so cute!
Oh yeah. I know. I love them. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. You are glad that she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans as to not agitate them and get heroes sent after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought that of humans to be violent and unreasonable. That's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different.
Gay.
Yeah, objectively so. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her this whole time and that you were actually super evil all along.
Hi, Ollie.
Oh, hey, Ollie. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. You can't tell if she's into you or not.
She is.
You notice the sounds of battle having started ringing through your castle halls.
Automod tried to stop Ollie from saying
Held
gay.
for homophobia, swipe to allow or deny. Oh my god. Allow. I allow gay.
I also allowed gay.
We allow gay in this household.
Do
The
we?
maiden is getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underlings roughhousing. No big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there, unsure of himself. He is covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door.
Oh.
Oh, this is different.
You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken it out of you. That hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Why did he come for the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? You feel a sudden sharp pain through your back. You look down to see a blade protruding from your chest. Oh, that was careless of you. So this is how you die, stabbed in the back by some cowardly hero. What a joke. You're supposed to be the ruthless one. That's right, humans can't be trusted. Not if this is what they're capable of. You should have remembered that before letting one in. You watch as the hero takes the maiden's hand, leading her through the sea of corpses he'd left in his wake. Captured by a demon. At least she got what she came here for. You join your army in eternal slumber. Do you want to see what happens if she's sacrificial, or a martyr? I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it.
I
think you'll like it,
disagree. I
Ozzy.
disagree.
No, it's so
Go
fine,
home.
don't worry. You can do that, that's fine. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. You put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. But the maiden turns out to be very stubborn. You don't want to hurt her, but you also really want her to leave the castle in case something happens. This whole situation is just asking for trouble, you think. I don't know where I got the word castle from.
It
Against your
happens.
better judgment, you let her hang out for a little while longer. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind, but this is the same for a hot minute. You can press skip. It'll skip to when things are different. The maiden shouts something behind you. And you turn just in time to see her throw herself between you and the hero's blade. It pierces her chest and she falls to the floor, lifeless. As the pool of blood beneath her grows, so does your rage. This hero has taken everyone from you now. You lose control. and the hero is obliterated. But your
Oh.
hatred for the heroes has not yet been sated.
Oh no.
You go on to destroy them all and become ruler of the entire world. Vengeful Overlord and A. Yeah, there are a
Evil.
few N's that have an A and a B. I think B is when you do it from the hero's perspective.
Yeah, probably.
Want to see that now? Yeah. You are the hero. Anyways, go on, do your shit.
Oh yeah, I've played this already. Coward!
I've seen this before. Oh, okay, that's new actually.
This
Don't
is
worry,
new.
it won't
Played
change.
these games before.
Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. But you can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined.
I don't care!
I really like the hero. You wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You are faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters.
Hello!
You go up to the nearest demon and explain why you've come here. They stare you down, and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate.
I'm assuming this will be the same. Although I haven't, done the train.
No, you haven't destroyed her when the Maiden gets in the way yet.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So do it.
Destroy.
Do it, experience pain. You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord. But your blade pierces the Maiden instead. She has sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in a vengeful rage. You parry, and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. You look to the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demon magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to town.
Oh my god.
You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. Loyal hero end. Oh yeah, there are a few endings where the hero is like, I'll go home and tell them that I couldn't do anything when he, either kills or doesn't save, the maiden. He's like, I'll go home and lie. Anyways, look at how you're unlocking more traits. Yeah.
Evil.
I've already done that and it ends poorly.
You and
The maid
40.
explains that she was never actually captured and that she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you, to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you casually exit the castle. You try to make conversation with the maiden, but she's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? She suddenly stops in her tracks, and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. You can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there when you did, but she suddenly takes off toward the burning castle. Panic sets in, and you follow to try to stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Bystander, hero, and B.
So you're gonna
Lie?
You're gonna
Yes.
lie and still make the demons out to be bad.
Yes. Yes.
Why?
Don't
They
worry,
were.
the hero gets to be not an asshole eventually. We're gonna have to work to get there though.
We're gonna have to stop him from being racist.
Hey, do you wanna run into the castle? Do you wanna run into a burning building now?
Okay.
I think it'd be fun.
I wanted to see how the fire started from the tyrant's perspective.
Oh, don't worry, she has no fucking clue.
Oh.
Well, kind of. No, actually, when she wakes up, it's already on fire. So, yeah, don't worry. Oh, she lectures the underling that brought you here, who was apparently told not to leave their post. You wonder what cruel punishment awaits them. But to your surprise, she lets them off easy. The underling is dismissed, and the overlord returns to you, looking very interested. And the rest is the same. Like of this combo. You can skip, I'm telling you, it stops when it changes. The overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude, you just got here.
Okay, bye.
This will unlock a new trait, so yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. La-di-da-di-da. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is, like, right there? You explain everything that happened. The hero seems to think that you're lying to him. He asks if you've been brainwashed by the demons. What nerve!
Slap him.
You can't. You are very upset that this so-called hero would treat you this way, and leave in a huff. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions, and you tell them your story. You explain that the Overlord had never had any intentions to harm anyone, and you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. Hey, you know what I said about the old man that's about to come in? People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer.
He looks like the old man from the Pokemon games.
He does. Also, that's the old man that was killed in the village by the demon earlier. Yeah, when I said he deserves that, you'll see what happens. The crowd is growing unruly.
Do they kill her?
You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you?
You laughing at me does not fill me with confidence.
It's okay. Just keep going, August. It's okay.
Just keep going.
Everyone is speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence.
What?
How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm.
Dungeon meshy guy.
You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing that they aren't the horrible creatures we know them to be, so they say. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they've never cared to know? You wonder how you missed that before. You are seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake.
Oh my god.
You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You have always lived honestly, so why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so, so sorry. You should play as the hero now.
terrible.
Like, don't change anything, just become the hero real quick. And then skip.
No.
On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back toward the village. She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue.
No way.
You approach her with curiosity. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is, like, right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord, and it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plan to harm the village or anyone in it. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you, even though her story is kind of hard to believe. You feel you should trust her. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. The townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They had all been so worried. They praise you for your bravery.
Are they both gonna be killed?
But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation. You politely inform them that this isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. They aren't being subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story.
I like this sprite.
Oh, I love the Angie maiden. She is good. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally, just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking of what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town's elder voice breaks you out of your thoughts.
Boo!
He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return.
They're gonna do something evil.
You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something?
Stop
Also, the hero
laughing,
is like-
Sam.
The hero is like so autistic, I feel like. I can't
Oh, yeah.
explain why the hero is autistic. You can go on now, don't be scared. You aren't sure what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be bad to leave the maiden on her own. But suddenly she takes off running. Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start.
What?
People are shouting for you to hunt her and the demon friends down already, but that doesn't sound like a very heroic task.
Yeah.
You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden toward the Overlord's castle. The air becomes dark and thick as you enter deep into demon territory. Evil miasma? No, you realize it's just normal smoke. You see the maiden ahead, but she's stopped in her tracks, the Overlord's castle engulfed in flames. You had only taken wow, goodness me. You had only taken an eye off the maiden for a second, but she's already disappeared. You get closer to the castle, but the smoke is so thick now, you think of turning back. The maiden might need your help, but you can barely see. She could be impossible to find. She could have been lying to you all along. Was this a trap? Would it be worth risking your life on that chance? Your legs feel heavy. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. And then that's the end A for the bystander hero. Now see what happens if you're a dick to her. Go ahead. Be a dick. Don't trust her.
Go ahead. Be a
You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about all this, but she gets very upset that you think she would lie to you. She storms off before you can say anything else. Follow her. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been the kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that she took care of itself.
I like this scene.
You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself, but you shouldn't have taken your time, silly hero.
You also didn't do anything. What job?
It's okay, he doesn't care about being a hero that much anyways. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She is bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise, and you stand idly by as flames consume the maiden.
Bystander number 3.
This is actually not called bystander, you'll see. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. Sorry, wait, I voiced that line wrong. It's more like she must have done something horrible to deserve that. She seemed nice, though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. You decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape this sinking feeling. Maybe you weren't cut out for this role. That's spectator hero end A.
Okay,
You can try being the underling now. You haven't been him in a while.
I haven't.
You should be the little scamp. Be the little scamp. Because you actually, I don't think you've delivered the maiden to the, oh yeah. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the Overlord to your friends. They agree that she is kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne.
Oh no.
You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot.
What happened? Oh, bye, Ollie.
You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Bye, Ollie!
Let's overthrow her!
Oh no.
No, you're sick of this Overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friends suggest maybe you should be the new Overlord.
That will go great.
You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of atmosphere excites you and all that.
This is the same.
And then you find the little maiden. She's cute and all, you know, she's a little happy, full of joy. Don't eat her. I am your Jiminy Cricket, and I am telling you to not eat her. I won't stop you though.
Yes.
It's okay, you've already. It's honestly fine if you eat her because you'll still get new stuff from this because you had that whole rebellion talk. Just don't die right now. Please don't. It'll be useless. Please
Fine.
don't. You've already seen this end. You figure if people are this upset, you should just fucking go home, okay? Go home, little man. Go home. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. They're very eager to talk to you about the whole kill the Overlord plan. You admit you hadn't given it much thought and only just now remembered it was a thing. Your friends question your loyalty to their cause.
It was kind of exclusively their cause.
Yeah,
She's actually not so bad.
Oh.
you can do that.
No.
That's fine.
I don't
It'll
wanna.
give you a new ending. You tell them you were just looking and you were just joking, and clarify that you're totally in it to win it. They say you were always terrible at jokes. Yeah, everyone in this game is autistic. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the Overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of faux confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. They figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan. That could go wrong in so many ways.
Oh.
You realize your friends are just a bunch of directionless thugs, useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head-on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this. But you can't hold back now. You can't back down now. You'd have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. You sneak into the Overlord's room. She's taking a nap, like usual. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Do whatever you want. You figure the cleanest way to do this would be to dig your claws into her throat, so you do just that.
He's so upset.
Oh yeah, he's not happy about this. She wakes, but not in time to stop you. You watch as she chokes on her blood, cursing you before finally expiring. You can also see this from her perspective later if you'd like. That felt terrible. You remind yourself that it was either her or you, and you weren't about to let yourself get killed by anyone. You leave the room to find your friends waiting just outside. They look pleased. Only now do you realize they must have planned to use you like this from the beginning. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had betrayed your overlord. Lord Underling NB! There are a few ways that the Underling can become the Lord. You want to see it from Overlord's perspective?
Sure. Do I need to change
Di-
anything? Oh, hello?
You don't need to change anything. It'll work out just like that if you play as her.
Hi, Ash.
Hi, Ash. I will tell you though, you do have to make sure you tell them to get back to work, otherwise it won't work. There we go. You give them a lecture and shit, you know, all that good stuff.
I remembered.
Anyways.
I remember why I came out here. I was hungry.
Anyways,
I
you
remembered why I
awakened
came
by
out
one-
here. I was hungry.
We heard you!
Wasn't talking to you,
You
bro.
were... You're on stream though, man. When you talk to the people in your house, it sounds no different than when you're talking to us. You are awakened by one of your underlings. They've brought you a hero who inquires about a missing maiden.
Why? One second. So,
No,
Tara,
just-
why
it's
did
fine,
you
go
put
ahead.
Sam into the negativity?
Because he's evil.
What did I do, ever?
Evil.
Exist.
You're short on advice.
You tell him you don't know anything. Humans never really visit this place. He believes you and goes home. To your surprise, you figured he might try to fight you, but you're glad to get back to your nap instead. If you made him not trusting, he would kill you.
Oh.
Or try to kill you, actually. I can't remember if he succeeds. Until you wake up to something completely unexpected. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out. You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending?
Haha.
You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Assassinated Overlord and... make him a coward now?
I want to see the ending from his perspective. If
From his
coward.
perspective? Yeah. Gobble gobble. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. This seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up and ask to be let out. The Overlord stirs in her bed while your head is turned, the demons shut the door. You scramble to the Overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take long to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the Overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the Overlord burn together.
Oh.
Cowardly Underling End.
What is this game?
Bad End Theater! You get to experience a lot of bad endings.
Funsies.
What are you doing now? Ooh, yes, this is fun. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. There was a skull next to this option. You knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
Someone who's still loyal to the Overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already knew how things end like this. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Faithful Underling End.
Okay. Oh. I did something wrong.
Yeah, you just went to get your throat teared out again. But now you can have them locked in the closet. You won't know that, of course, but you'll burn. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed in flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke on the thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. Burned Overlord End. Except, it's funny that this one is called Burned Overlord, because the Overlord burns in most of these. Do you want to see what happens if you now make the hero, diplomatic and nothing else, and then make the underling not hungry, and now play as the Overlord. Ooh, wait, I fucked up. Go back, go back, go back. Actually, you know what? Just go through this and we'll see what happens. Yeah, you can be a tyrant. It don't matter. Okay, you can tell her she'd better go home. She'll be stubborn because she's not obedient right now. Okay.
Are you sure?
What the fuck? Wait, did we make her obedient? When did we do that? Whatever, it's fine, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it's fine. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. And you figure you may as well go back to bed now. But you don't get to rest for very long. Anyway, you're fucking burning now. It's whatever. It's whatever. Okay, so make her not obedient, and make the hero trusting real quick. Okay, go ahead. Now just skip a shit ton, do whatever you feel like with that. You can tell her she'd better go home, it works. Okay. Now he's gonna come in, he's like, what the fuck? You're interrupted by another human in your doorway. This time it's a hero. He didn't kill anyone yet this time, so don't worry. He was apparently searching for the maiden, who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the Overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to only horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had any of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Hey bro, what do you want to do?
Keep her there.
Hey bro. It's okay. You can do that. You have to do that.
I don't wanna.
You can do that.
I don't wanna.
It's okay. You can. You're allowed. I wasn't making you do anything. You could have done whatever you wanted in that situation, actually. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She's frightened. You don't understand why.
I only just killed
Didn't
a
she
man.
say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. You take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. Something sharp pierces your back. The hero? No, he's already... It's one of your underlings. The maiden screams. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. They've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You have been slain by your own underling. Okay, so don't change anything, okay? Change nothing, and just be the underling now.
Oh.
You motherfucker.
You did say change nothing.
I'm trying.
That was kind of your fault.
It's fine, there's another ending.
Yeah, but then it's fine. Just keep going. Do what you please
What?
right now. You can do, no, just, it's okay. You can do whatever you want right now and we can just fix the traits later. It doesn't matter, don't worry. Okay, you're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. Anyways, you're just gonna die now, so don't worry about it. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious overlord bed.
I miss my wife
room
Tails.
Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness?
I miss my wife, underling. I miss her a lot.
You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while. Anyways, you're just gonna burn now. Wait, I forgot! Oh my god, she's alive! You get one of the true endings now!
Yippee!
You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden and hero burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you.
It's so colorful.
Yeah. All of the true endings have every character's color in them, I think.
It looks like the glitch effect that
It does.
people put on TikToks.
It does. It does kind of look like chromatic aberration. You're told that a group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though.
How did they find out?
You'll figure out in their true endings. Don't worry about it. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was the first underling's plan.
I don't like them.
Everyone is shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel.
She's pretty.
Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though. Lately all you do is sleep.
That's so real.
The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut.
Oh, we're all gonna
You're
burn
about
together.
to burn. I'm so glad you said that! You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die, burned alive in your own room by those you thought you could trust. You should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. They're so doomed, Yuri! You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration you don't even notice that you've grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. You can choose to kill them or not kill them, they'll die either way.
Oh! I don't want my wife to have a bad impression of me.
Image of you? Yeah, don't worry. You release the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better.
Even though I'm gonna come back and do it again regardless.
Oh yeah, don't worry, we all do. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You'll all burn together. That's why I said I'm so happy you said that after you said we'll all burn together. I was like,
You're like, oh, it's true, they will!
Overlord's true ending. Before you're taken back to reset the story once again, you pause for a moment.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. True end, you say to yourself. What was the point of all of my effort if the true ending is this terrible?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you did, motherfucker. You must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater! Is the pain setting in? Oh, but you should have been well aware of what you'd be shown when you entered this place.
I knew because you recommended it to me. There's no way that
It's
Sam's
me.
recommending me a happy game.
It's me. I was the villain all along. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater, my lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest.
Kill yourself. Let's kill him.
Okay. Kill him, kill him. Oh yeah, kill him. It's okay, she's stubborn, so she won't leave anyways. You can let them go. Fucking kill him. You pierce their chest with your claws. They scream. The hero backs away. He is wise not to interfere. They've stopped moving, but you keep digging and twisting your claws into them. It doesn't make you feel any better. The underling's corpse burns along with you and the two humans. Spiteful Overlord end. Not the true end, but very close.
Okay, so there's that.
Okay, do you want to see everyone else's true ends now?
Sure.
It's easy. You literally just need to click on them and then just act accordingly.
Oh.
Don't worry, just click on underling, skip,
Let's not.
overthrow her. No, you have to say let's overthrow her. You have to
Let's
say
not.
let's overthrow her. It won't be the true ending if you don't.
Do it.
You tell your friends you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo.
I haven't gotten this one yet.
It's okay, man. It's okay. We can. Literally. It'll be the same if we go back. It'll be fine.
I know.
After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat would be more effort than it's worth. Damn it, there was French anyways. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out of the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. The change of atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around and all that shit. Hear her out, motherfucker. You're in a good mood and yada yada. Anyways, you get told off and shit. It's cool. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden. You shouldn't have been there. You apologized. The Overlord nods and says everything's cool as long as you always listen to her from now on. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mention how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her.
Why would you mention that?
Because you're stupid. It's okay. Go on. She gives you a look and you say, that was just a joke, of course. She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Hey yo, we gotta kill her now. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them is stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place.
I like her.
Yeah, shame she's a bitch.
Yeah.
They want to hear if you're in or out, and being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, that sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead? Your friends question your loyalty to their cause.
Is this just gonna be the same endings?
If you press she's actually not so bad, you'll just die like you did the first time you tried that, so let's maybe kill her. You tell them you were just joking, obviously.
Colors!
Here's the underling's true end. Or, actually no, it won't be since something happened with the Overlord, but it'll be fine. We can find it right after this. You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation. They take off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck! The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out that you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars. Your friends soon arrive to back you up, except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you. They cry that it was all your idea, and they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they'd tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one that didn't have a choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to a Plan A, and suddenly the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and the two humans. And then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you'd sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least she made it quick. Ow. Ow, wow.
Is it
Traitor underling end. Okay, so now make her merciful. And just do it again. You can change your mind.
Let's not.
Line. You can chance on. It won't change anything if you do the same shit again, so it's fine. You can do whatever,
Gobble.
man. As long as you don't eat the maiden. Do not eat her.
Eat her.
Do not.
She's not that bad.
Do not die. You've seen this before. Okay, to your surprise, the Overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another.
One bad end at a theater to a different one.
Yup. The maiden is crying. The hero is silent. You'll all burn together.
Yippee!
You can change your mind in the upstate line. Underlings, true end. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself, though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Wink,
Nuclear
wink, nudge,
bomb.
nudge.
They'll deliver drugs at your door.
Will you give in to despair, or...
Nuclear bomb.
It all comes back to nuclear bomb.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, yeah. Go ahead,
You-
maiden. Enjoy. Enjoy burning. It'll be so fun, I promise. Don't obey her.
Don't obey her.
Or wait, maybe you... No, never mind, you don't have to. It's okay. It's okay. They'll come... It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own.
Father. I don't even know how it goes. But...
I've got the whole world to see.
When will you let me go out on my own? It's something like that.
Yeah, I think I had it in reverse. I think it was like, Father, when will you let me go out on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
It sounded so gay. I just remember it sounded so gay. I have
It
no
was
idea what
very
order it
gay.
was in.
It was. She's a little frustrated at your stubbornness, but she doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many stories. Skip.
No.
I won't read it. Skip.
I'll read it.
Anyways, Hero's here. As you think that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any despair. I really like this, image of her. She's good. I like
It's
her.
cute.
The hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The Overlord lets you two leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. Haha, you'll be back sooner than you think. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle, and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all of your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognized from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised they were a part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons come in right after them, saying that the whole thing was just the first underling's idea. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out.
Everyone in this game is autistic. Every single one of them.
They're all autistic, Your Honor. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think that she is very hot in this moment.
What?
That's what it says.
Yeah, that's what it says. I don't know what you're talking about. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about
I
this.
don't. I think this will go perfectly fine. Fuck!
Whoosh! And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the roof is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you'd left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. But you couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. The Overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Yes, the answer is yes. Maiden's true end.
I don't think that's true.
Anyways, what do you think?
It can't end like this!
Wait, maybe just keep collecting shit. It's okay. You can be upset later.
It's okay. Also, I have been using Sifrin as emotional support this whole game.
Ew, what was that sound?
I really hated that. That was awful.
You're just like, hey, little Sifrin, watches these people go through horrible things like over and over again, and surely,
You didn't have to make that sound, though. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry, I'm a bit feral
That's
over
forever.
this one.
Like, someone needs to clip that.
Oh
real.
my god.
I think it's too late.
No.
I'm going on Twitch right now.
Okay, whatever.
I
Cool.
don't-
Anyways, go on.
What happens if I say it can't end like this? Does it just close the game?
Well, no, if you do that, you'll get a fake ending before you can get to the, like, true ending of this game. I mean, you can do it if you want. We can do that.
No, but I want the real ending. But I have to play over
No,
from
you
the
can
very
always still get the real ending.
Okay.
You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone.
Another game where I'm God!
But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Welcome!
Oh. They've melted.
They're all on fire.
Nope, they've
currently.
melted.
You can't be them, by the way.
I'm trying!
burning. You're just burning. Nope, you can't be them either. You're just
well, the
gonna
art
be
is
burning.
fun to look at
It
anyway.
is.
Shut up,
No,
Sam.
it is fun. I'm not saying you can't do it.
Sam just hates me, actually.
No. Anyways, you're all burning.
I don't
She's
think
still
that's true.
burning. She's still burning.
One of these
She's
times
still
August is
they're
just gonna keep doing it.
one of these
Like,
times they're not
there's-
gonna be burning.
He's still burning.
It's Underling.
Yeah, the
It's
time that
Sam.
they'll not be
Sam.
burning is when you play.
It's Underling burning? No
Yep.
way.
And people wonder why I take so long to complete games.
I'm on a time limit here. I have to go to work. You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to
And
safety.
I'm also burning. Good job.
You didn't know you could do that, but what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you, but why are you
Why am I
black?
black?
You feel you feel that this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past it. A hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them.
That's what you look like.
What will you say to them?
Be free. Hi guys.
Hey.
Hey.
You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be
God!
her god? No, you're merely the player.
You must be the player.
If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. That's just how these role-playing games go. You now realize what the real true ending must be. Now, enough of this.
Oh my
It's
god.
me, the narrator. You get to kill me now.
It's Dominion.
No, I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story, how passe. You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens.
Why is Pro standing like that?
You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way into this stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy if you'd like.
That's just Sam.
Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I
That's not how you
sincerely
spell
hope
Sam.
you've been enjoying your time in my theater.
Not really.
Though I can't abide you stealing the show without my permission, it's quite disrespectful.
I'm sick of them.
I've played these games before.
I want to see something new. Ignore the fact that I still have like 13 or something endings left.
Well, they're all sad, so they're relatively
aware.
the same.
then frankly, you should never have come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this?
I like how you change your voice slightly when talking as them, even though they are the narrator.
I just like making them more theatrical because this is a theater kid. You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. The stage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it.
Nuclear bomb!
It all comes back to nuclear bomb. You try your best to tear me down, but you can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that.
That is, like, a very pathetic fight
It is.
stance.
It's like Sam versus anyone.
I hate you.
Let me try that again.
You try your best to tear me down, but once again, you fucking suck. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here.
You are tripping
Ooh.
balls.
Behold, my beautifully tragic tales.
Little bitch boy are tripping balls.
I wasn't reading the captions, so when you said tails, I thought you were talking about
Tails.
tails.
Tails with an I. I miss my wife, Tails.
I miss her a lot.
Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache?
No.
You've witnessed 25 of my painstakingly crafted endings. Your heart does indeed ache for these characters.
Why did you turn into an NPC during that sentence?
Just shut up and continue. How could you want to put an end to all this? Do you truly care for them that much? They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world.
When the nuclear bomb goes off.
Nuclear bomb. That's right. You came here to save them. You can't do this alone. How will you fight against tragedy?
Chat, I think I might lose this.
Chat, I
I don't
think
think
you
so.
are fine.
Summon, 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 or summon.
You can summon someone.
No, I can't.
You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you... I got her voice all wrong.
Mhm.
1 second. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me?
Yes. Oh,
You
no.
explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor.
I would serve under her.
You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was
Instead of
endless
like,
and
and I got really
self-perpetuating.
confused.
There's a reason I had to destroy him. Patricide! You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory.
That's true.
I've in a video game, I heard the word patricide recently, but I can't remember from where. What game talked about patricide? I don't
have
think
no
it was
clue,
Bebo.
man. I don't think it was Bebo either, because patricide was... Wait, no, it could have been Bebo, because we did kill someone's father, and Nadia killed her father.
But I feel like it was more recently than that. It was
Who
like a few
knows,
days
man?
ago.
I don't know, man.
I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle.
Maybe it was Train comic.
Maybe. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden.
It's because she's gay.
That too. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempts at peace have been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well. I will follow you. The Overlord will now fight alongside you. I see, so this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Enjoy reliving your pain. Anyways, pick what you want to do with her, or summon someone. Your choice.
I need her wife.
You do need her wife. You actually need all of them.
No,
You
I don't.
happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before.
It's rude.
You explain that, no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense. You've come all this way.
I knew a traveler once. I was not expecting that response.
No. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon? I was hoping I would meet one today. You think of all of the terrible fates that would bring about. She is the catalyst of this story after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so... You ask what it is she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for the maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. I have someone you'll want to meet.
Your wife.
You, a lost soul who wandered into my theater.
Theater.
I was just scrolling down the bottom.
Oh,
What is this horrible creature?
she's so cute.
That was rude. You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate.
Ow.
Let's get our little non-binary scamp in here. You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty, as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird-looking intruder. What do you want?
Oh my god.
You explain that, no, you're not an intruder, although you're definitely intruding into their story right now.
Cough, cough.
Cough, cough. You tell the underling you've come to save them from tragedy, which is quite rude. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. You think of the underlings' friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true end for the underlings suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. I love the underling! Wait, what the
Oh,
fuck?
look at that
You didn't say
spray!
anything about a boss battle? The underling, You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally.
What the heck?
That's a
Huh,
quick
if I
blow.
beat up this guy, all my problems will be over? Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Get killed, bitch. The Overlord tries to fight tragedy with sheer brutality. Oh, has violence really been working out for you so far? I'll show you my own brutality. It's getting more and more British as I go, and I'm not going for it. You find the
Org.
hero in his home, hunched over a sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon?
The one and only.
You explain that? No, you are not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way that the hero can understand?
Bluntly.
Yes. Instead, you ask what he's sewing.
That's not explaining.
Oh, this? I craft all my own hero gear.
Nerd.
You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero.
He's a cosplayer in another life.
He is, unironically. Would you
Yeah.
like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that, yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently, his outfits are too gaudy for the other townspeople, so no one else wants them. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. You just have to be a hero a little longer.
Isabo.
Isabo. I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him.
We probably could have.
We could've.
We could not have,
We
actually.
could have.
You're the one who's been... Oh, wrong voice. You're the one who's been killing us, murderer. I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that.
I need to play Hades too.
Yes. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Haha, you
Ow.
let so many people die. Ha ha ha. Now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle?
No.
Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true ending? Show me. You already know that ambition isn't one of them.
I didn't even
You-
select
No,
ambition
not ambition,
earlier.
I meant brutality. Sorry, ambition is one. I'll reach my true ending with my own power. The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy. Oh, that fucking hurt. Tragedy is reeling.
It can't have hurt that badly. You have infinite health.
I am weak.
Okay, so what happens in the true ending? Let's see.
Don't think too hard about it, man.
I
You
will.
don't need to think that hard.
I'm
It'll be
thinking
fine.
hard. I'm thinking hard.
You're doing what?
I don't know, my brain.
You're thinking hard? I am hard. Get on my level.
Okay, here. I'll give you some help.
One
Oh,
of
the
them
media.
is gonna be willpower.
No.
It is. If your reign of terror— nope, that was not a word in there. Your reign of terror ends here, tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Oh, tragedy is reeling. The underling tries to evade tragedy through fucking shit. I missed it. You're so much fun. Would you
Your
like it?
mischief means.
Through mischievous means.
Mischievous.
You're so
almost
much
got it.
fun. Would you like a reminder of where that mischief will lead you?
To fun endings.
Get fucked.
Ow.
Get fucked!
Knock me down and I'll— wrong voice. Fuck me. Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger. The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy.
Remember when you
Switching
said there
between
was...
voices is hard.
I'm aware. Remember when you said there was 2 characters who speak?
So, I fucked up. I forgot, even though I just replayed the game. Our true endings do exist. They simply must. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. This is it.
Strong as hope.
With everyone's hearts united, you take aim toward your best possible futures. You unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all. Ow.
How did we deal infinite damage?
You've done it. You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Thank you, hero. Thank you, maiden. Thank you, underling. Thank you, overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Don't worry, I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you.
The stance! I love the stupid stance!
Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it? I wonder.
No.
Hey.
You can say no. Go ahead, do
I'm
it
not going
if you
to.
wanna. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. Listen to the credit song, it's so good.
I feel like I've heard this song before.
You definitely have.
Me too. Oh,
I've not heard this before.
hey guys, look, it's me!
It's you again!
No, it's me again!
So, this was not all.
What?
Really?
Oh, I'm shocked.
Hey,
I-
so those letters you saw at the end of that little credit scene? Yeah, we need to collect those letters now.
Why?
You know how we're gonna do that? We have to collect every single ending for everyone else. Oh, so you weren't done with my bad endings, and now you're back for more. You'll have to cancel out your true ending if you want to go back to the way things were before our final battle.
Shall we begin with the resetting process?
Never mind.
There are two options. If you missed out on seeing all 41 bad endings, you can keep your process and reset to before you started the true ending. Or you can erase all of your progress and replay the game as if it's your very first time.
I
You'll
think
have
we
to
have.
collect everything all over again.
I think we have enough time to reset all the way.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
Just no.
Please no.
It's not like Sam has
Please.
work at 3.
Please,
No,
please, I have to go
definitely.
to work. Do not.
Please, I have work to do. I have
I'll
money
kill
to
you.
make.
Do not. Do not. Do not do this. Thank you. Your progress has been reset, and you are now free to enjoy the rest of my bad endings. Okay, so click on that little arrow thing up in the top right corner. You know your directions so well. Yeah, click on it. There you go. Click on any character you like.
Oh!
Now you have a map to achieve other endings. It'll tell you what behaviors you need and all of that. You technically only have like 2 more endings you need to get. That just means that there's a maiden behavior there that you haven't acquired yet. It's okay, don't worry.
Oh.
Look at those question mark ones. So that one there, move to the overlord next to the question mark at that one. Okay, so you need her to be possessive, then move to the hero. Other hero. The one next to her. There we go. You need him to be diplomatic. And then look back on the on her to see what you need to do. So you need to let the maiden stay in chat. And you need to let the underling have the day off. So play as the maiden, or not maiden, wow, fuck me. So go back to the characters.
No.
Yeah, I'm
thanks.
fine, Sam. Thanks, though.
I'm gonna kill you. We're on a time crunch, man.
Okay, so diplomatic.
Don't worry, I already know how to get these. You just need to go back and do what I tell you. Don't make him dutiful. Take away dutiful. Perfect. And then don't let I need you to take away hungry. And preferably also disloyal, I think.
Make her possessive.
If I'm going
Um,
through
and
hers, I'll do that.
Yeah.
We're
So
good?
go ahead. Play. Yep. You are the overlord. Skip through this. No, let her stay. Let her stay. You have to let her stay. Okay. Now keep her here. You'll grant her
So let
wish.
the underling have the day off.
Okay. So the hero. Yeah, yada yada. You killed him. It's okay. Don't worry. You'll make sure to keep her very safe from now on. Selfish overlord end. Okay, and then go back to that. And then we have one more ending we need to get. You need to make him dutiful and then
Allowed
remove
to stay and dutiful.
what? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you have to do everything the same except remove diplomatic and add dutiful. The hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing, but you are far beyond hearing any of that kind of bullshit. You have had it with these humans, always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. Yum yum. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror.
Your wife!
You are alone.
Oh, wife, come back.
Wrathful Overlord End.
It's like the one that's
A
like
letter
white thong.
flutters down from
Regret.
behind the curtain.
Gimme, gimme.
Beyond, I meant. You found lost letter number 4. So this one is chronologically the last letter, but everything still makes sense if you read them backwards. So if you click on that little letter up there, you can read it.
I saved them for the end.
Okay, that's fine.
Underling only has one left.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't eat them. Disloyal, diplomatic, possessive. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but correct.
And don't make her a tyrant. That way you get the day off, so everything's easier. She doesn't need to be a tyrant, don't worry.
Yeah.
She can be, but also she doesn't need to be. I just think it's more straightforward when she isn't.
Great.
Yes.
Yippee.
No. Ooh, you're a demon. A little
Gobble.
scary demon. When the maiden realizes you're not going to hurt her, she regains her composure. Now she's started talking to you like you're friends or something. You don't understand humans at all. You speak the same language, of course, which has always confused you, because why is there conveniently only one language in the world?
Y'all just speak common.
If demons and humans have independent societies, wouldn't it make sense for them to each have their own language? Like I said, everyone in this game is autistic. The maiden is going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill.
But they're right.
No, they are right. The bottom line, from what you gather, we've seen this before, actually.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, let's kill him.
What?
Let's fucking kill him. Yeah, let's kill the
Okay.
Overlord.
Thank
Ooh.
you, because
Ooh,
kill
kill 'em.
them could mean kill the underling.
We can't kill them. You sneak up to the Overlord's room, but there's a couple of humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the
Oh.
Overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought to her earlier.
I like her hair.
Yes. With the Overlord distracted, you figure this is as good a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the Overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me.
I was so thirsty. I was so thirsty.
It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. You tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves the castle. Your castle. You are the new Overlord. Heroic underling.
We
end.
win.
That wasn't such a bad ending.
Did you forget the part where the lesbians?
That wasn't such a bad ending. Well, if you, no, I'm
It's
thinking
not a
about
bad
it from
ending.
the underling's perspective. Like,
From the underling's perspective, no.
from the underling's perspective, that was a great ending.
The Overling didn't necessarily want to be the Overlord.
Can you tell which ones were my favorite characters? I don't know if I like the
Well-
underling or the maiden more.
Yeah, I was like, well, that's not fair because you really liked the maiden.
I do really like the maiden.
Speaking of her, let's go finish her.
You're
Oh.
gonna do what?
Let's go finish her. Things. God damn it, you people.
Let's see. Oh yeah, there's some traits. Where do I want to go?
Go down to the bottom.
Fine.
These ones will be the easiest to get.
Possessive. Diplomatic. Stay with the Overlord. So, diplomatic and possessive. Nope. Diplomatic and possessive. And
It doesn't matter what the underling does, don't worry. I think. Or no, you'll still get a ending from this. You'll just the next one you'll make the underling not disloyal. Okay, but the Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nauseous. Nervous, not nauseous. Jesus fuck. The hero puts on a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all, and if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. I've already forgotten what voice I did for the hero. You leave me no choice. The Overlord suddenly jumps the hero. She tears into him with her claws. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch, because you can't look away. Had she really been lying to you all along? You wonder. Is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. We get it, you like her. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. But the Overlord stops, or rather, someone has stopped her.
I was more confused about why she had insect eyes.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure she didn't have those before, unless I've been really not paying attention to her character design.
The demon's eyes get stylized a lot when they are like in their silhouette moments. Whatever held back your scream before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. Everyone's stopped moving now. The room is silent, save for the underlings' heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done, even though it was awful. You feel you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you, confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide never to leave home again for the rest of your life.
Shut an ending!
Yada yada yada. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now.
Pretty sure August would be happy with that ending.
What?
I mean, I wouldn't be
Pretty sure
complaining.
August would be happy with that ending.
Yeah, agreed. Not so bad an ending.
Okay. Let's go for this one. Turns alone. What?
Oh, if you want, you can do the true ending now, but make the Overlord merciful, and you'll get the adjacent ending.
You mean not merciful?
Yeah. Apparently we already- wait. Oh yeah, because her being merciful is the true ending. I forget. Blah, blah.
Oh,
Listen, all these endings get muddled when you've played this game like 50 times.
That's fair. There's 2 ways to get to the true ending. That's cool.
There usually is, yeah.
Nuh-uh. I know this game better than you. Okay, disloyal, diplomatic. Disloyal, diplomatic. Diplomatic, disloyal. Not merciful.
Not merciful. Make her a bitch.
Oh. We don't call demons
I support
that.
women's rights and wrongs.
The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by flames. Devout Maiden End.
Okay. Trusting. Okay, so I have to leave. So antisocial, trusting. Let's go for this one.
Oh yeah.
Antisocial, antisocial.
And I think the underling has to not be disloyal. It's okay, there's a different one you get from this, I think.
Okay.
He is very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you return to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had all been so worried and are very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. Actually? The villagers seem confused and look to the hero for an explanation. He tells them that he only ran into you on the way to the castle, and that this isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or any other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. You feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but you don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen.
Whoa.
She straight up said if anyone's tying me to a pole, it's her.
It's Pookie.
It's Pookie. Go ahead, do it. You
tell
boldly
me what to
announce
do.
that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. Oh no! Let's do it again. La-di-da. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. You make a run for the Overlord's castle, leaving the hero behind. But as you get closer, you start to notice a tower of black smoke darkening the beautiful blue sky. That is purple. The castle is engulfed in flames. What in God's name could have happened? You scan the fleeing demons, but the Overlord isn't among them. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her.
This girl had
Yeah.
one conversation with
Yeah.
the Overlord, and the Overlord was like, "Go away," and so she runs into a burning building for her.
Yup. You quickly reach the Overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle is too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. What were you thinking? This is all because you'd forgotten your role. Only Hero could pull this kind of thing off. The hero never even tries, girl, don't worry. You start to cough.
I mean, he tries when he's in the room.
Fair. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself. But the fires spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. Girl, run anyways. You can't help but laugh. What a joke. A maiden saving the Overlord? If you'd just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this.
This scene reminds me of something, and I don't know what.
Me neither, man. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve.
For what?
You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. Selfless men may end any.
Remember when you said that 2 hours would be plenty of time?
Fuck you.
I'm okay.
Hey, in my defense, you have been...
You've been fooling around, wasting time.
So disloyal.
I was going off of how much time it takes me to play this game when I play through it, and that's because I know what I'm doing, and I kind of didn't take into account that even with my guidance, you could still make choices.
But you also went off of Markiplier's playthrough of this game.
That's true. That's a
Like,
fair,
Sam's like,
fair
I didn't
point.
realize that you have free will.
It's true, I didn't. Anyways, bring him. Go,
Okay, I was
go,
wrong.
cook.
I did something
It's
wrong.
okay. Hey, you want to check out your little roadmap?
I did!
What you did wrong is you need him. You need the little scamp to be disloyal.
I have him as disloyal.
Okay, you did. Wait. You have to go alone. You can't bring the hero with.
But then I just die.
Wait. Go back. We must check. We must check things. We must retrace our steps.
Bruh.
All that must happen is...
And yeah. Huh? So, disloyal.
Yeah.
Return to the underlying.
Return alone.
Trusting. Obedient. Antisocial.
Okay. I don't know. We'll come back to that later. Go to the hero. Let's do hero shit. We have to do more hero stuff to unlock what's happening over there, okay? Okay, see that one that has the overling as the only different thing we need to do? Let's do that. Let's see that.
The overling?
Hungry.
Underling. Whoops. Okay, yeah, so just make them hungry. Be dutiful. Yeah, just be dutiful and hungry. You need duty and hunger. Dutiful. What the fuck? The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all her soldiers. You get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. What the fuck? If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can see only one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible she's already been devoured.
She
Yes, but
was.
not by who you think. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got.
And also, if the Overlord was going to eat her, it'd be in a very different
It would be
manner.
not in that way. You've become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match for you. You cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow.
You feel Hollow Knight.
A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does that matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero.
It's okay, you can actually tell the truth to the people now and just say you were too late.
You can be for real. You return the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely your great victory will be celebrated. Failed hero end.
One of the many.
Honestly, the hero is not successful, like, ever.
What?
He's just a cosplayer, man.
He's really just a nerd.
What time do you have
He's
to
a
leave,
nerd who
Sam?
only found one socially acceptable way to engage in his hobby.
What time do you have to leave, Sam? Do you have to be
It's
at
fine.
work at
We must
3?
keep going. No. I have to be at work at 3:30.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
leave when I have to. Don't
So
worry.
same thing,
Mhm.
but not hunger. And then apologize.
Hey yo, I'm sorry. Ah. She runs from you for some reason, and then you realize you're bloody and all of that, so you go back to town, you know?
Mhm.
You notice the whole village around. Oh, hey, she burning. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake, and the crowd is in a frenzy, and I've been here before.
Okay, what did I do?
Oh, you made her obedient,
Nuh-uh.
and the Overlord
Nuh-uh.
antisocial. So you can have the Overlord be antisocial, but the maiden can't be obedient if the Overlord's antisocial to get this. So go ahead, you're fine now. You can do it again. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, ask what's going on. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond.
Period.
I had my period. The Overlord moves past you and out the door. To see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. So I fucked up. She's wailing. It's horrible. It's just a prank, bro? This is your chance, hero.
Hey!
You hope she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. You did kill everyone? She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. Honestly, you deserve that. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserved this. Tragic hero end.
Okay.
You still got more to do.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, let's go for this one. Possessive.
Yeah, you get to be killed now.
No, I don't.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah.
Before you were her killing the hero, now you get to be killed by her. Honestly, what a good way to die.
Okay, please, diplomatic. Everything's fine. And possessive.
Just don't kill anyone and you're good.
What?
No, you have to flee. Hey yo, what's going on, girl? But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like these. You tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. If you don't let her go, I'll just kill you. You leave me... That's not the Overlord voice. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws.
Get jumped,
jumped,
loser!
Me and August
How
are the
horrible.
same person, I
You
fear.
came all this way only to be met with this cruel fate.
I just lie more.
Yeah.
You should have destroyed these evil creatures while you had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. She will, but she will forever be stuck with her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Naive hero end.
Again, that ending is not that bad.
For the hero, it's shit, but for everyone else, it's fine. Except the underling is
Tiny
dead in that
question mark.
ending.
The underling is unimportant in that ending.
Bro.
Not my favorite little scamp.
I apologize. I love the underling.
Also, you haven't gotten the true ending from the hero's
I'm aware. I
perspective
kind
yet.
of want to save it for last.
That's fine. Go ahead.
What am I saying? Hungry, diplomatic. Got it. I don't
I
think
need
it
to check
matters
real
if the
quick how
maiden's
long the
polite or
drive
not.
would be to my work, just to see how long I can push it.
Bruh.
What? It's
Real
fine.
Sam.
Okay. I can push it a fair amount.
What are they going to do? Fire you? You want to quit?
The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come here in forever. At least that she knows of.
I don't know, man.
So, I don't know. You think of how you probably shouldn't trust her, seeing as she's a demon and all, but you can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. I think this one's called the Useless Hero.
My god.
That's how you know I've played this game too many times. I need a hero. That would
My
be the
God.
underling silhouette. We have another underling trait we need to discover, but I can't remember how we find it.
Yeah, I'm like, we have all of the
Well, I know you need to.
ending.
Well, I know you need to play as
Oh.
the underling to get another underling thing. Oh yeah, you just need to make a choice.
Arr. I hate choices.
Okay,
I
trusting.
play so many choice games. What are you
Obedient,
talking about?
Antisocial.
August, every game you've ever played is about choices.
No.
Nuh-uh.
Name one.
Name one that's not about choices. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Nier Automata is just you follow the story.
Okay, fuck
And
you.
never.
And Neva. There's a
Okay,
lot of
fuck
games
you.
I play that aren't choice-based games, dude.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Okay, trusting, obedient, antisocial. Antisocial. Trusting, obedient.
Make sure you remove extra traits.
No.
Well, she can be polite.
Nope. You told me
Make
to
sure the
remove.
underling isn't hungry.
I mean, I'm gonna be
wait, is
playing the underling.
That's right, never mind, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
my
sorry.
mind's going into overdrive right now, trying to speedrun this game, like, backseat.
Okay, brings castle disloyal. Okay.
Yum yum. Okay, let's do it. You and your friends turn to notice the maiden from earlier has overheard your entire conversation. Uh-oh. It'd be bad if the Overlord found out about this. You and your friends seize the maiden and bring her to the dungeon under the castle. It's empty, save for the decorative skulls. They're only there to make it more spooky. The maiden is very upset. You leave her in the cell to continue scheming with your friends. But now a hero has arrived at the front gates. He's asking about a maiden, perhaps the very one you just locked up.
Nah.
The gatekeeper, who must have seen everything, tells the hero exactly what happened.
I
You
like-
bastard!
I like this guy's design as well.
It's the gatekeeper. What an idiot, you think. Why give the hero an excuse to start slaughtering us? The hero yells, "Prepare to face justice!" and other such cliche hero lines before driving his sword into the gatekeeper's torso. The gatekeeper didn't do any of it. You're small compared to a lot of your friends, so you're able to slip away without getting cut up by that sword. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the Overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. You spot the Overlord and hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out.
Karate chop!
Whack! What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel? You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her and rip her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. You can't let him revive and come after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who managed to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You are the new ruler of the castle. Your subjects bow before you. Lord Underling ending A. So anyways, you've unlocked the final trait needed to get every other ending.
Huzzah!
Yippee!
And okay. So let's go disloyal. Okay. Yep, wrong person. Okay, returns to the Overlord alone. Trusting, obedient, antisocial. Trusting, antisocial.
Let's fucking go!
I don't remember for this part. Pro
It's fine, we can always retry if it's wrong. No, I won't. A suspicious group of demons stands just outside the entrance. They're gonna fucking capture you. They talking about assassinating the Overlord. They immediately notice you overheard them. The underling you recognize from before is the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be. They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret having ever trusted the demons.
Ow!
You die instantly. Slaughtered maiden and the...
Nice.
Now do you want to die in prison?
Yeah!
Woo!
And then
You
I'm
just need to make them
pretty
a
sure-
captor, that's the
yeah,
only difference.
That's what I was thinking. Not coward, captor.
Wrong C word. My favorite C word is cunt.
We know.
I'm out of here. They immediately notice you overheard them and decide to lock you in the dungeon before you can cause any trouble.
My favorite C word is Capricorn.
That is a good C word. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protests. You can't believe you escaped possibly being thrown in a cell back in your village, only to be tossed in this awful place. This is terrible. Who's going to keep those demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself. You sure can't. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries don't reach him. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. Imprisoned maiden ending. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 2.
Time for one.
We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkey off the
It's
menu.
off the menu.
Okay. Just
You must really be enjoying my tragedies.
No.
Sorry, I like reading the flavor text that scrolls along the bottom.
Okay, so disloyal captor. I'm just gonna put that now. Okay, it already is.
Done. You just have to go in there now. I think you've got everything
obedient,
set up.
Hero flees, antisocial.
Yeah, you've got everything set up. You just gotta go in there.
Okay.
You just gotta strut on in, man.
I don't know what
Do your
I'm
shit.
supposed to do. Flee? Or slaughter?
Yeah, flee.
Okay.
I'll help you. Flee. Trust her. Go on in. When you reach the gates, you ask the demons if they've seen the maiden. They have. They inform you she's being held in the dungeon at the moment. What the fuck? She trusts them, and in return, they lock her up, so demons are truly evil beings after all. You demand they take you to her, but they do not let you pass. You should have expected as much from these unreasonable creatures. You know what you must do. You thrust your blade through the demon before you and rush the castle alone. You're the only one who can save the maiden now.
They look like jack-o'-lanterns.
Do you not understand that dungeon usually means down below and not up above? What the fuck are you doing killing all of my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health when... bonk. Everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky hero end.
I win. Okay.
Now you just have the two different, like, true-ish
So
endings
not
to get.
merciful. How do I
Remember,
change-
ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
Go die in a ditch or something.
Oh, I love this game.
Disloyal, diplomatic. Okay, diplomatic, disloyal. Wait, what do I need for the house? Not the house maiden. You're not the house maiden. Just the normal maiden. Okay, so flee,
Just a maiden.
diplomatic. Okay.
Onward. I think we fucked something up.
I think so too.
Wait, no, we didn't. We didn't. Believe her, believe her, believe her. But you were too late. Through the unguarded gates, you spot a group of demons surrounding a body. The maiden, she was a fool to have trusted the demons after all. Your hero blood is boiling. You'll avenge her death. You charge through the gates to eliminate everyone you see. Okay, you can skip now. So we did fuck up.
I didn't, you did. Why didn't I have the option to be diplomatic?
Because go back to the characters.
No,
She
go
can't be
back.
antisocial. Or she can, but the maiden can't be obedient if she's antisocial, you know? Now you can be diplomatic. Hey, yo, can you let me in? Hey, yo, what's going on? Oh no. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're
Ooh.
talking about assassinating their overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. This is racist, I fear. We
It
have
is.
to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden is thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the Overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you'd just overheard. A demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame back onto the little one. These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the Overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. Hi, I'm being hot and threatening once more. You grip your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. You glance around for another exit, but there isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. You join in, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the Overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. She thrusts her claws into the underling's chest, and it lets out a horrible scream. You back away. You won't be the next target of her rage. She continues to dig and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. You look to the maiden. She's crying, hands clasped together in prayer. To have faith in a time like this. You envy her. The two of you, the Overlord and the underling's corpse, are all consumed by flames.
We win.
Resigned hero end. Okay. We're so close, guys. I'm gonna be a little late to work, but we're so close, man.
We'll be like, where were you? Play
Hey, it'll be
video
better than the
game.
time my coworker was late, and the reason they were late was because they were getting their back blown out. So like, you know what? I'm
Oh.
better.
Oh my god.
Good for them.
They were like, sorry, I was too busy being cool. And I was like, damn. Is she going to kill it as retribution? It continues to cry and make more excuses, but the Overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? You guess it doesn't matter now. You'll all burn together.
Hell yeah!
A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found Lost Letter 1! Let's read them.
Nah. I think that's the end of the game.
Okay. I need to remember the narrator's voice now.
British.
My love, it just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this. It's unreasonable, cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow. So I decided to write, and I'll keep writing until the day you find me once more, and then, maybe, we could write a story together. I'm waiting for that day. Forever yours, Tragedy. My love, I've finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. I opened up my very own theater. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would have meant to you to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought if my theater could become world famous, maybe you just might hear of it, wherever you are. Forever yours, Tragedy. My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theater, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand. My stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you always listened to the very end. I'm grateful for that. Hope to see you again soon. Forever yours, Tragedy. My love, do you remember when we first met? I had just finished one of my scripts. One I was quite proud of, in fact. As I read it aloud, you happened to pass by. What a terrible ending, you said. Why should these poor fools have to die? You were so rude. You wouldn't accept any of my justifications. And yet, you managed to convince me it really would be better if everyone could live in harmony, however unrealistic that felt. I look back fondly on that day, even now. I wonder if, somewhere, you're thinking of it too. Forever yours, Tragedy. Okay, so now go to Bad End and press the little mask, Tragedy mask. It can't end like this! Okay, now please skip through all this shit. I don't have much time. We've done this all before.
Fine. I'll be boring.
This will be the same until we defeat Tragedy, okay?
Time to fight!
Woohoo! You found all of them. You must be as much of a masochist as me.
Yep.
I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart.
No.
They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here, to the end of the world. And then everything from here is pretty much the same.
I'm summoning my girl first.
Hey, girl! There she is!
Okay. I
Hell
win.
yeah, motherfucker! Oh, you've defeated me again. Shit. A tragic ending for Tragedy itself.
Is
Thank
this
you,
going
hero.
to be the same? Is it?
Pretty much. Say that you're not satisfied. Well, I did my best.
You really didn't.
Happy endings shouldn't always come easy. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending, and then now the song's a little different. I think you can skip it still if you want. Technically, it is a little different though if you want to listen to it.
It's up to you. You're the one on a time crunch.
I've given up, so it's okay.
Okay.
I'll be late and they'll deal with it.
I do like the song.
We get a second verse now.
Hell yeah. Ash is here!
Yippee! It's me! I'm locked in. I forgot I hadn't said anything for like a while.
Oh, you're still here? The curtain has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell after all.
You could just make a new character.
Me? You'd like to know why I started this theater?
No.
Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course.
It's not a good reason.
Oh, is it gonna be me?
You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in my mask. Piece by piece, it falls apart into your hands, revealing...
A woman?
I should have warned you. It might affect what you think of my stories.
Women can't write stories!
You can't help but compare my face to the maiden's. I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me necessarily. That's how it is with fiction. Would you like to hear not another ending, but the truth?
I already got the true ending.
Alright, one last story. You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone, another girl. A running theme, isn't it? The maiden and the overlord. The two were inseparable, and for a time, everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship.
They were homophobic!
That is the reality for many. This pair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. No, we. We used to like the types of stories where love conquers all. Where the strength of your love will pull you through any hardship and everything is okay in the end. I lost her. And then I started this theater. Huh? I was hoping to find you.
I knew it!
It's you! It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You knew I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I would be drawn to a place like this.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you. I love you too.
Oh.
And they lived happily ever after, gay people! Whoa! Now,
Bad ending
truly,
theater has a good
everyone
ending.
can live happily ever after. Tragedies end. And with that, I have to go. I have to go to work. They're gonna be so angry. I'm so late.
Bye-bye, bye-bye!
Bye!
Oh, that was a good game.
What a loser.
I liked that game. Don't tell Sam I said
Nice
that.
game.
It's Bad End Theater.
Bad End Theater has a good ending.
Oh,
You know what doesn't have a good ending?
what?
Good night, Valerie.
Oh! I don't know why.
That
but
game wasn't even streamed, bro.
It was not streamed. That's our pain alone.
Yep.
I don't know why, but I was kind of hoping you were going to say, you know, it doesn't have a good ending. A Megaverse fanfic. I don't know why. Ooh.
It doesn't have a good ending because it doesn't have an ending at all.
It doesn't.
Oh my god.
Why does... I want... Alus has an Eagle Ray sticker. I want an Eagle Ray sticker.
What the flip?
That's like
Is
my
everyone-
favorite animal. I love me and Sam's friendship. It's great. We just are like, hey, do you want to have a video game that'll make you upset?
Video game that make you cry.
Man, it's
When am I
great.
muted? Oh.
You've been
You
muted
you
for a
muted
while.
for maybe a few minutes, maybe. It hasn't been that long.
It's been too long, but it hasn't been.
You know what we should play? Okura.
We do need to play that game. Yes, yes. I don't think tonight though, cause I have to shower.
You can play. You know what you can play then?
I have
can
to
play
shower,
instead
then
of
I have
Think Okura.
plans.
What?
What is it?
What?
Until then?
Until then?
You
What's
could play
then?
until then.
No.
Yes.
No.
Please.
Yeah.
No.
Please.
Yeah.
I don't wanna play.
Please.
Please.
No.
Everyone is so invested in it.
Why not?
No, I don't wanna. That's a good reason why.
Why not?
Because I don't wanna.
You're
Why?
almost.
Why don't you wanna?
No, I'm good. No.
You're so close to where investment truly begins.
No. No, I'm good.
If you don't like it, it's okay.
I'm rolling.
Do you have intent to finish it? Because if you don't, I am going to stream it.
I probably won't.
Okay.
Oh, it's Bullseye. Oh,
Huh?
I forgot I had Bullseye.
Oh yeah.
Port.
Oh, wait.
Horror.
Oh.
I'm gonna end stream. Bye chat.